Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a 1 minute silence for the fall of the BBC. 3 seconds is enough. Let's have a 3 second silence for the BBC. It's going down. It's time to defund the BBC. Once again, we have another report coming out of Ofcom that proves that our theories, which is actually a fact now, that people are turning away from the corporate media. They are switching off the BBC and they're switching on YouTube, my Tousi's channel, and new media outlets. The tide is turning. The people have realized that the corporate media have been lying to them. They're still living in the dinosaur age. They're still living in the analog age, and they haven't realized that the world has changed. So this is the report. It's the Media Nations UK 2023. It was published yesterday. And this is actually about the basic and latest numbers that prove that people, firstly, are going against the BBC specifically, but generally speaking, TV. People don't watch TV anymore. They don't trust the corporate media. So what we have found in brief, right? So this is Ofcom's report. Overall viewing of TV and video continued to fall in 2022, although broadcasters maintained their share due in part to growth in viewing to the on-demand platform, so that's online. So first things first, when it comes to average amount of time spent watching TV, 2022 was 4 hours, 28 minutes per person per day. I still think that's a bit too high. They said, we estimate that this was about 12% lower than in 2021, right? So firstly, all this, most of it is guesstimate anyway. But the numbers are already too high for it compared to reality, but let's just go with the numbers. YouTube is winning. YouTube and Facebook, but YouTube are winning. Channels like mine. They remain the largest social video platforms in the UK, each reaching 91% of UK internet users age 15 plus. That was in the first quarter of this year. A use of TikTok remains high among users aged 15 to 24, but TikTok is different. It's not really about actual video content. It's just nonsense. It's a few seconds of nonsense. The broadcast TV's weekly reach fell from 83% in 2021 to 79% in 2022. So nobody watches TV anymore. We know that. People do not trust. So firstly, one issue is the trust, the lack of trust, the collapse in trust. The other issue is that the world has changed, and the people who basically provide and produce TV content, old school TV, haven't realized that their content is just not entertaining anymore, or it's just gone too woke. Why would I plan my day to I have to get home at a specific time at 8 o'clock to sit there and watch the adverts and everything and watch this specific program? Firstly, I'm not going to work around your time anymore. This is not the 20th century. Secondly, I'm going to have to sit there, watch a sitcom that's already woke. You're wasting my time, and you're just showing me all the boring adverts that's not really related to me. At least with social media platforms like YouTube, adverts are personalized and well, to an extent, relatively, they show what applies to you rather than just nonsensical stuff on TV. Anyway, figure number 3 is about the average daily minutes of broadcast TV viewing by age group. This is between 2012 and 2022. Look at the collapse. It's been crazy. So there was a bit of a bump in 2020 because of lockdown. People had nothing else to do. But even that, after that, it continued to go down, and the fall is going to get more rapid. So that applies to every single age group. So from the younger children to the older people, everybody is switching off TV, and especially the BBC. Look at this. This is weekly reach by TV channel between 2017 and 2022. The total TV viewing gone down. It's now 79%. It's from 83% last year. Embarrassing. BBC One down. Just generally speaking, commercial public service broadcast portfolio channels down. BBC Two down. Channel 4 down. Channel 5 down. BBC portfolio channels is a little bit flatlining, but it's basically gone down. Everything down. It's time to switch off the BBC, and it's time to defund the BBC. The government have once again set to review the unsustainable BBC license fee model. But the BBC are now facing the funding model review, which I'm sick and tired of reporting this. So this news came out a few days ago, and I refused to report it on this channel because how many times have we reported that the government are reviewing the BBC's funding model over the last few years. I promise you, it's actually, I think it's like a ritual. Every 3 months, we have the culture and media ministers coming out, and the prime ministers coming out and say, yes, we are going to be reviewing the BBC funding model. And then nothing happens. 3 months later, we are now very serious about reviewing the funding model. 3 months later, I don't know if I've told you guys, but we are going to be reviewing the BBC's funding. It's like Keir Starmer, every 10 minutes going on TV saying, my father was a toolmaker. My mother was a nurse. I am an idiot. Every 10 minutes it says that. This is not fake news. Anyway, maybe not the last part. That's where we are. So TV is dead because we are the media.